10,000 years can give you such a crick in the neck. I got breaking news on Disney Genie. All right, but before we even get to that, could you do me a small favor? Can you hit that like button and that subscribe button? That way, whenever there's any big breaking news like this, you'll be the first to know what's going on in the world of Disney. All right, let's break it down for you. Disney Genie is coming to Disneyland on December 8th, like Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. It is right around the corner. It's right here. It's been released. It was released on October 19th in Walt Disney World, but now it's going to be at Disneyland. I'm going to break down what that means, how you can use it, everything you need to know about Disney Genie, Disney Plus, and the individual lightning lanes. You'll notice I said three things there because there are three different things. Let me break this down for you. Starting on Wednesday, December 8th, Disneyland will have Disney Genie. Now, Disney Genie is free. Let me show you this I got this little handy dandy whiteboard here. Boop, 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 boop. Disney Genie is going to be released and it is free. It is free. If you have the Disneyland app, it's already going to be included. Just make sure your app is updated. And what the Disney Genie does is it kind of helps you plan your day. You put all the things that you like. What's really important to you? Restaurants, shows, rides. And as the day goes on, it will update like in real time, say, hey, nobody's at this ride. You should go over this ride. If you want to go ride Big Thunder, nobody's there. Or nobody's on Mr. Toad's. You should go over the head that way. So that's what Disney Genie is. In order to make sure it's effective, though, you need to make sure that your app has location services turned on and your notifications turned on. So that way you're always getting those updates as you're using the Disney Genie. Now, everybody's been calling it Disney Genie Plus. You hear, oh, Disney Genie Plus is coming out. That is an add-on to Disney Genie. Disney Genie Plus right there, that comes out. That costs $20 per person. Keep that in mind. $20 per person. And what does this do? This gives you access to lightning lanes, formerly also known as the Fast Pass lanes. Fast Pass are gone, guys, gonzo, right? But with Disney Genie Plus, you now have access to what's called these lightning lanes. And there are 19 different attractions that you can use these lightning lanes on. Let me read you these attractions so you can be aware. In Disneyland, there are 12 attractions. You've got Autopia, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, Haunted Mansion, Indiana Jones, It's a Small World, Matterhorn Bobsleds, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Star Tours. Those are your lightning lanes for Disneyland. Now, for Disney California Adventure, you have Goofy's Sky School, Grizzly River Run, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, The Incredicoaster, Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue, Soarin' Around the World, and Toy Story Midway Mania. And you might be thinking to yourself, for those who are really astute, diehard Disney aficionados, like, wait a minute. You didn't mention like Rise of the Resistance. You didn't mention Web Slingers, and you didn't mention like Radiator Racers. Don't worry, we'll get to that in just a moment. Anyways, if you purchase Genie Plus, it's $20 per day, okay? And it allows you to go on these attractions through the lightning lane. Now, there are some caveats you need to be aware of. It's not like this like a free-for-all. The way that it works is you have to make your reservation to those attractions that you want to go on. And you cannot make that reservation until you're in the park. So, let's say I'm in the park and I purchased the Disney Genie Plus. Once I'm in the park, I can then make a reservation. I'm like, oh, the Haunted Mansion has a lightning lane available at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m. I'm like, oh, I want that. I make a reservation for the Haunted Mansion at 10 a.m. I cannot make any other reservations until one of two things has happened. One, I've gone on and ridden the Haunted Mansion. Once I've ridden the Haunted Mansion, then I go make another reservation. Or 2 hours has expired since I made my first reservation. So if I'm making my reservation, let's just say I made my reservation for the Haunted Mansion at noon, and I made it at 9 in the morning. At 11 in the morning, I can then make another reservation on the lightning lane. Do you understand how that works? I either have to go on the attraction or let 2 hours expire before I can make another reservation using this lightning lane. Now, and you cannot make the reservations prior to being in the park either. You have to be in the park. So I can't wake up like 7 in the morning and be like, okay, I'm making all my reservations before I even get there. Nope, not gonna work. You have to make your first reservation once you are in the park. Now, here's the thing. You can make reservations for attractions in Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, but make sure you do it correctly. If you are park hopping, remember you can't park hop to the other park until after 1 p.m. So if you're making if I'm in Disneyland and I want to do a reservation, a lightning lane for Incredicoaster, I need to do that after 1 o'clock. Does that make sense? You don't want to be at like Disneyland and then make a reservation for Incredicoaster at 11 a.m. because I can't get into the park to use it. So you have to wait till after 1 o'clock before you can make those reservations. Okay, so that's how Disney Genie Plus works. And a lot of times people, when they say, they're like, oh, Disney Genie Plus, they're talking about Disney Genie Plus, and what's also known as individual lightning lanes, which I'm going to talk about now. So remember, Disney Genie, that's free. Disney Genie Plus costs $20 per person. And, something we got to talk about that here. You can buy it the day of. Like when you're in the park, you just buy it right through the app. If you're going through, like, let's say Getaway Today, and you're like, hey, I'm buying a whole package, and I want to pre-purchase the Disney Genie Plus, you can do that, but you have to do that for every single day. So if you're buying a 5-day park hopper ticket, you would have to get the Genie Plus for every day if you're buying it through like a travel agent, like Getaway Today or somebody other agent. They make you have to do that for every single day. So if you only want to buy it for one day, you're saying, I just want it for one day, don't buy it in advance. Buy it the day of when you get to the park, if that makes sense. All right? There are some pros and cons of why you would want to buy it early or not, but that's up to you. You have to make up your mind if you would like to do that or not. Now, let's get to this one here, the individual lightning lane. There are only 3 attractions that this applies to. Web Slingers, Rise of the Resistance, and Radiator Racers, whatever, the Cars ride. These are the only 3 attractions that the individual lightning lane is good for. Now, it costs anywhere between $7 and $20 per person, depending on demand. You do not have to purchase Disney Genie Plus to use the individual lightning lanes. It's an add-on. It's an a la carte. So if I'm not using the Disney Genie Plus, I'm not going to pay for that, let's just say, but I want to pay for the Rise of the Resistance, you can do that. Again, the cost will be between $7 and $20, depending on the day, the demand, park capacity, who knows all the different features there. So you'll get there, you might see it might be like $14. You could buy that $14 per person per the group. Now, those individual lightning lanes, you can only purchase 2 attractions max. So there are 3 of them. There's Cars, Rise, and Web Slingers. You can only choose 2 of them. You guys only choose 2 of them. That's a maximum amount of individual lightning lanes you can purchase in one day. So if you're like, oh, I want to do Rise, I want to do Web Slingers, those would be the 2 you go through. Or I really want to do Cars and I want to do Web Slingers or whatever. You can only choose 2 if you want to pay for that. The cost is going to be variable upon demand. And so that once you purchase that individual lightning lane, beep, boop, beep, then it'll give you a return time. You go there with your group, you go through return time, and you go in, and you don't have to do the standby wait queue. That's what the individual lightning lanes are. The problem that's going on here is a lot of times people are talking about Genie Plus. They don't realize they're talking about 3 different things. There's Genie, which is free. It's going to help you plan your day to have a nice stay. Genie Plus, that's your lightning lanes. They'll let you skip the standby queue. You get lightning lanes, making reservations. By the way, for the Disney Genie Plus, that does include the photo pass. So you're going to get the photo pass included with that. So you can get all the photos. Little photographers, they'll take all your pictures with them. And then lastly, there's individual lightning lanes. And there's not really even a name for it. Individual lightning lanes. I don't know what they're going to even call it. There's not an official name. Right now, they're just calling it individual lightning lanes. And that's between $7 and $20, and you only purchase 2. Those are the things that all are under the umbrella of Disney Genie. Got it? Disney Genie Plus, and individual lightning lanes. Let me just make sure I have all the different things here before we sign off here. I think we got everything covered. It is happening December 8th. Amanda, Miles, and I, we will be there, and we're going to take a look at Disney Genie Plus and the individual lightning lanes, and we'll let you know what we think about it. That night we'll go live and we'll talk about our experiences, and you guys get to make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we go live, you can talk about it. Now, Here's the thing. I've done so much talking. Woo! It is your turn now. Down below, down below, I want to know, what are your feelings on this? I mean, put it down below. Are you excited? Would you purchase the Genie Plus? Are you like, nope, put the Genie back in the bottle. I'm not going to purchase it. Put it down below. I want to hear you guys' expectations. I want to hear your thoughts about it. And I will try to respond to those as best that I can. I hope you guys are having a safe and happy holidays. And I just think this is a new step, guys. We're moving in a new direction here. Disney Genie being released December 8th, 2021 at Disneyland. Woo! Subscribe! Boom pow!